Approaching 6:50 this Friday in our Sunrise Smart Start, we begin with some breaking headlines. RPD needs your help looking for the driver in a hit and run overnight.
Officers responded to Thurston Road right around midnight, where they found a 56-year-old woman who had been hit by a car. We're told the victim was in the road dealing with a flat tire when a sedan traveling southbound on Thurston hit her and kept going. The woman was taken to the hospital. Police say her injuries are not life-threatening.
We also at the scene of this fire at an apartment complex in Penfield. That was around 10:30 last night on Pembroke Drive. First responders say the flames began in the kitchen. At one point, they were spreading through a window. Two adults, several kids were there at the time. They're all out and okay. It took about 20 minutes to get everything under control. There is some smoke damage to a neighboring unit. Firefighters say they are still looking into the official cause of those flames.
A suspect is in custody after police say a young man was shot near the transit center downtown.
This happened middle of the day right in front of an officer on patrol at the time at St. Paul and Division Streets around 3 in the afternoon yesterday. The officer rushed over, treated that victim until more EMS teams arrived. He was then taken to the hospital, and we're told that gunshot victim should survive.
From there, our officers immediately flooded the area. We do have one person detained right now, and we're working towards identifying potential other suspects and a potential vehicle that's been involved as well.
RPD is asking anyone with more information on that shooting who could have been involved to please call 911.
New homeowners in the city tell News 8 they are frustrated after an accused drunk driver drove straight into their home earlier this week. Just after 1 Wednesday morning, police responded to the scene on Alexander Street. Officers say the 31-year-old drunk driver drove off the road and crashed into the house. Sisters April and Morgan Sewell say they woke up just before the impact when they heard tires squealing and a loud bang. They say their lights flickered and they realized someone had just smashed into their recently purchased home.
I'm mad, honestly, because it's like we worked really hard for this, and then just somebody came driving drunk, being reckless, and then just ruined it without a second thought. We didn't get he was writhing around the ground, he was still unconscious. We didn't get an apology. He seemed more annoyed that he crashed into our house and inconvenienced him.
So annoyed that he was going to jail than the fact that he just destroyed our house. Almost killed us.
Tragic for those ladies. Now the driver is charged with DWI and was issued an appearance ticket. In the meantime, Morgan and April say repairs could take up to 3 months, and despite having home insurance, they still will need to pay some out-of-pocket costs. If you would like to help them, the link to their GoFundMe can be found right now, rochesterfirst.com.
Just a huge range of emotion from gratitude to grief. And the family of Sam Nordquist, the black trans man killed in the Finger Lakes earlier this year, expressed it all yesterday as he was officially inducted into the National LGBTQ+ Wall of Honor. That is a living memorial for members of that community. It grows each year with more names during Pride Month in honor of the 1969 Stonewall riots. Sam is one of 7 added to the Wall of Honor in Manhattan at the Stonewall Inn this year. Nordquist's mom, Linda, and sister traveled from Minnesota to New York, and they were surrounded by so many of those who support them and believe like they do. Sam deserved so much better.
Oh, Sam was an apple in my eye. Always a go-getter. Wanted to do new things, have new challenges. He loved his animals and the outdoors, waterfalls, parks, carnivals, working with people, helping people.
Sam was just looking for love. Came here last winter looking for that relationship. Instead, prosecutors say he was tortured for many weeks before he was killed. The defendants in Sam's murder case, 7 of them pleaded not guilty. They're due back in court in early September. Sam's mom says once the trial here is done, she has no plans to ever come back to New York.
Police, scuba, and drone teams got back in the Genesee River searching for 5-year-old Zyjay St. Pierre almost 4 weeks ago. The little boy fell over the railing of the Andrew Street Bridge. Divers searched the basin below High Falls yesterday while water levels were lowered. They still haven't found any sign of the missing boy.
Happening in just a few hours, one of two people are arrested after a man was shot during a drug deal here in Rochester is scheduled to be arraigned. Police say 19-year-old Reginald Sampson is the suspect who robbed and shot an 18-year-old on Augustine Street on May 10th. He was arrested during a traffic stop later that same month, where officers say they also found a loaded ghost gun in the vehicle driven by 20-year-old Tanijah McKnight, who was also arrested. Both are facing gun charges. Sampson is also charged with attempted murder. He's due in court at 9:30.
After nearly 2 decades, the president and CEO of the National Susan B. Anthony Museum and House here in Rochester plans to retire at the end of this year. Deborah Hughes is highly regarded among her peers. Many say she has been the guiding force and visionary for the museum since she took on the role of CEO in 2007. Hughes is credited with getting the museum through COVID and spearheaded the campus expansion project. The museum will be adding a new building and parking areas on Jefferson Ave. The Board of Trustees says it's conducting a national search for the new CEO and plans to hire in the fall.
Final forecast coming up here. Now our final sunrise traffic during our sunrise show before 7 o'clock. Nice view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. We're quiet in terms of any issues that would slow your commute anytime. Right now around 390, 490, 590, we're okay. That accident on the thruway near the exit with Batavia going westbound, we'd had our eye on, also starting to clear as well. All right, James, yesterday we had a bit of the rain, didn't have any lightning or anything.
No.
Maybe that might change this afternoon.
Yeah, it could be busier later today as the thunderstorms get going. We expect those kind of ahead of a front that's going to eventually make its way through tomorrow. So oftentimes ahead of a front, you can get those heavier downpours. Keep an eye out on those. Temperatures do climb. Mid-80s for you. Early storms going into Saturday, so watch out for those. Done by, I'd say, 10 a.m. to noon, though. And then it's a good afternoon. Sunday looks great as well before we get going as we get into early next week. 90 maybe Monday with some more storms, and then hopefully clearing out heading toward July 4th on Friday.
You're the one asking, say, bring me 90 again.
Oh,
you want another
always
heat wave.
bring me 90.
Yeah.
Last year,
like
1 week, and it was over.
Yeah, we had that one here. Not there in the extended, but a week from now, we'll be at July 4th. That does it for Sunrise. We'll see you back here at 7:25.
Have a great weekend.
Sorry, Andy.